I have this 330 2+2 Series 2 car that I have at the shop. It's a pretty nice car. Been taking care of it for the last several years for the owner. He bought it out of California, and it was pretty straight. I mean, it had a couple little issues here and there. We straightened it out. I did the chrome on it. We re-chromed some pieces, fixed the door handles, just made the details. The owner really wanted the details done correctly. I don't necessarily think that he wants to show it, but he likes to have the car right. So a lot of these details, which we'll go over another time, compared to that other 330 GTS that I recently went over. But I just want to show you this interesting little detail that I don't know if anybody ever noticed, but I just noticed this. But this car, right in the hood area, there was this little weld area. I think the best thing is to show it in video because you might not see it in the photographs. But there's like a little section area that looks like it was sectioned in on this hood. And it doesn't look like, or any signs of it were shown when the car was painted, but both sides of the hood show this repair. So I started wondering, well, what was that original, or why is that happening? Then I started thinking about it, and I said, well, I have this Series 2 330 that is coming in for restoration, and I should take a look at the hood and see if it has a repair the same way. So I have the hood stored in the office just to kind of get it out of the way and not get not get it knocked over while we're working on it. And what's interesting is in the same area, there seems to be a little bit of welding and fixing as well. You could almost see it just in the light that there was some kind of sectioned in area as well on this hood. It's a little better done, but yet it was definitely something was welded or fixed in this area. Luckily, I have a Series 1 330 at the shop, and I wanted to just take a look and see how the hood was on this car, and it's very even with no repairs, nice and smooth on both sides. So I took some measurements. The hood looks similar to the Series 2, but when I measured the length, comparing it to the other Series 2 330, I noticed that the difference was the size of this patch. So what's interesting is, I started thinking about it, is maybe with this being a early Series 2 330, that maybe when Pininfarina was building the understructure to these hoods, they used whatever was stamped and left over from the original size hoods and then made them fit the Series 2 330s. It's a theory, but I'm gonna try to look at some more hoods. And if you have a Series 2 330, take a look, see whether or not it has that repair. Be curious to see. So I actually have a third Series 2 330 here at the shop. This car is in storage. The owner's trying to decide if he's gonna restore it or not. So it's been here for a while under covers, but I figured I'd just take a quick peek and see what the under hood area looks like. And look at that. It also has the patch. What's interesting here is you can see it's a little bit smoother than the other one I have. But if you look closely, you can just see the weld patches, and also the fact that the stiffening holes in the underbracings, there's a space that spreads out there. So it's in exactly the same place that they added the patch. So interesting stuff, just another one of those pedantic pieces of information for vintage Ferrari owners. And like I said, if you have a Series 2 330, be curious to see if you have an interesting repair underneath. Maybe it was done at the factory or at the Pininfarina factory. Thanks for watching.